Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. You like? Jai Manandate. Hello, students. If you are aspiring to be in the administration services of Uttarakhand, this is the video for you. Let me start with telling about this exam. So, here we have UKPCS exam analysis for 2025 and 2026 year. So, a basic introduction about this video. What you're going to learn about is the essence of this exam and the opportunities, the structure, eligibility criteria, and the strategy and scoring, of course. So we'll start with the full form of the exam. Uttarakhand Combined State Civil Upper Subordinate Services Exam. And the exam is conducted by this body, Uttarakhand Public Service Commission. This exam is particularly for Group A and Group B gazetted services. Okay, so here are some criterias. Basically, there are three criterias. First, education qualification, age limit, and nationality. In education qualification, a person has to be a graduate or a bachelor. Age limit is from 21 to 40 years, 42 years. And nationality, of course, you have to be an Indian to give this exam. Mike? Hello, we're live? Starting soon. Sorry, I think there was some technical glitch. I'll start it again. So, we're going to discuss about Uttarakhand PCS exam for 2025 and 2026. Okay. So what we are going to discuss about this in this video is a sense of the exam, how many posts and opportunities are there, structures and eligibility of the exam for the exam, strategies and scoring. We'll start with the full form of the exam. Uttarakhand Combined State Civil and Upper Subordinate Services Examination. This is conducted by this body called Uttarakhand Public Services Commission. Okay, so there are three criteria of this exam. First is the person should be having graduation qualification, bachelor's degree. Age limit is 21 to 42 years. And nationality, of course, should be Indian. So this number is the post 123. This is for the last exam. So UKPCS plays in this number only, 123 numbers only. And the posting will be in the areas of administrative welfare, education sector, taxation finance, and agriculture and LRD. So the post which you will be working on is sub-deputy collector. It's written deputy collector, sub-deputy collector, deputy superintendent of police, DSP, finance treasury officer, assistant commissioner of tax, and sub-registrar of grade 2. So these are some works and departmental responsibilities you'll be handling. So here we start discussing about the process of the exam. First, you'll start with the preliminary exam. This is an objective type of exam. All right. The first stage of exam is, of course, preliminary exam. This is objective type of exam. this will be a screening stage. Second is the mains examination. This is written and subjective. So merit will be decided with the number qualifying of the mains examination plus the interview, which is the third stage. This is a personality test and suitability of the candidate will be judged on this stage. So as you can see, this is prelim examination structure. Basically, students will be giving two examinations in this stage. First is general studies. Second, journal aptitude test. Journal studies will have 150 questions, each question having 1 mark, which means total examination is of 150 marks. You'll be given 2 hours for this examination. Second, journal aptitude test. 100 questions, same number of hours, 2 hours, and 150 marks for this. So as I already told you, this is a screening only examination. This exam will have no repercussion on your final marital status. The merit will be decided purely on the basis of mains and interview. Of course, this is an objective exam, objective in nature. There will be negative marking of 1/4 marks. Second exam is completely qualifying in nature with just 33% marks you have to qualify. And merit would be determined on that. Here we comes to the mains examination. There are 8 compulsory exams in this mains examination. You have to write your exam. This is a comprehensive written examination consisting of 8 mandatory paper, and there is no optional subject in UKPCS. In total, you'll be fighting for 150, 1500 marks, and duration and format we'll discuss it later in the coming slides, and selection criteria will be following. Okay, here we start the breakdown of this mains examination. The first exam will be of journal Hindi. You have to get 35% minimum marks. So this makes this paper qualifying in nature. Mind you, students, both Hindi journal exam and essay exam are of 150 marks. Of course, we come to the second exam, which is essay. Both of the exam are of 150 number. Then comes to the general studies paper 1, in which you'll be giving the subjects of this exams are history, culture, geography, and society. In paper 2, of course, polity, constitution, social justice. These both exams are of 200 marks. Why I'm emphasizing on this? Because only these two exams, Journal Hindi and Essay, are of 150 marks. The rest, all other exams are of 200 marks. Here we come to Journal Studies 3 and 4. We'll study simultaneously. Journal Studies 3 will be getting technology, economy, environment, disaster management, security questions, related questions. In Journal Studies paper 4, obviously there is ethics, integrity, aptitude, case studies, and values. Again, both of these exams are of 200. Finally, last two exams, GS paper 4 and GS paper 5 and 6, sorry. Both are again of 200 marks. But in this, you have to write answers on the topics of UK Journal Studies pertaining to history, culture, heritage, geography, society for the Journal Studies paper 5th, and for 6th, economy, governance, government schemes, resources, and current affairs. So we are done discussing the mains. Now comes the last stage, final stage, which is interview. This is of 150 marks. So this is the final hurdle for a candidate. In this, you have to be good in communication, expressions. You must be having leadership and problem solving skills. This will test your characters and ethics basically. And a general awareness and intelligence is must required for a student. We discussed about the main stage and the interview stage. Main stage, 8 examinations, 1,500 marks, interview 150 marks, combined the grand total comes to 1650. Prelims marks, as I earlier told you, are not counted. Usually this happens that just after the day of your interview, you have to go for your medical test. Maybe it will be the same for the next year. Move forward. Okay. So to ace this examination, the priority papers which you'll be prioritizing are 5th and 6th. Why? Because these will test your general knowledge about Uttarakhand. You must have language proficiency at actually in all the stages, but it is actually very much required in essay writing, and similarly for the Hindi examination. Both ethics and polity are also required for GS4. You'll be getting mock tests, of course, from PLUTUS IAS, and we'll teach you about the time management, which is very crucial in prelims as well as in main stages. All right, this was for 2025 notification, 123 post. Of course, for the next exam, this might increase. So these were all the stages which a student needs to ace to get a selection. So finally, let's conclude this video. If you have any doubts, please leave them in the comment section. And in the further videos, PLUTUS IAS will be conducting all the stages, all the exams. Thank you. साइड से मिलाना ऊपर वो ना अपने आप ही वीडियो कट होगी लास्ट मतलब एंडिंग में ही कट हुई है कंक्लूड करना ही था वैसे तो स्लाइड्स देखो सारी खत्म हुई है लेकिन लास्ट में कंक्लूड